Hey guys, what's up? Here's this side from SEO Unleashed with Yash, and in this video I'm going to show you how you can rank a service area business or an SAB in Google Maps. Let's get started without any further ado. Just a thing, I know I haven't posted from a long period because of client work and all, but I promise I'll be more frequent from now on, so make sure to subscribe to the channel. Now let's get into the main video. Okay, just a sec. Now let's get started. So to rank any Google Maps listing or GMB listing, whatever you want to call it, there are mainly three factors in role. First, proximity. Second, authority. Third, prominence or relevance, whatever you want to call it. Okay, now let's talk about all these three factors, what they are, how you can lift them for your business and get yourself ranking in Google Map Pack, and how exactly they play the role. First of all, let's get started with proximity. Proximity means how close is the place of business or business for the people searching. In a nutshell, distance of the searcher from the business. Closer you are to the people searching, the better GMB ranking you will be given. Although for an SAB you have some limitations in proximity because again you are not showing the address of that particular business, but Google somewhat uses the address that you use to verify that particular business. Mostly it's gonna be your home address or some sort of postal address or that sort of stuff, I know. So Google uses that particular address sometimes, or some part of it in proximity. Although there are other stuff that you can do to improve proximity for an SAB. Again, as I said, you get an edge when you show your address. Although it's not that you cannot rank using an SAB, it's gonna take a bit longer time, but it's definitely possible. Now let's see how exactly you can improve the proximity signal for your business if you are in SAB. So the main thing here is mainly on-page signals. When it comes to on-page signals, headers and all those terms, let me show you what exactly I mean. If you check this particular website, they have listed these things, some of the areas we serve. And if you see this thing, these all the stuff they have mentioned, highways, airports, schools and all these things, these are all situated in Tulsa, Oklahoma. You see this? That's the thing. If you're in SAB, make sure you are doing this because this is very important. This actually helps a lot in proximity. So make sure you you list some places of interest, highways, airports, schools, university, and those sort of stuff. You can obviously remove some of them if you want. You can just list highways, airports if you want. It's totally on you what you want to show, but make sure you are doing this because this actually helps. The next one is neighborhood pages. What exactly neighborhood page is, let me show you again. If you just scroll down this particular website, you will see this. Okay, you will see that they have created a page for Catoosa. Okay, so they have a page for tree service Catoosa. So this is a neighborhood. This is a neighborhood around Tulsa. So they have created a page for this as a child page. This is a child page. So that's what I'm saying. Create a neighborhood page and also make sure your on-page signals are properly fine to improve the proximity of your business listing. This is not only gonna help you in maps or Google Maps, but also to rank in organic SERP. Okay, now let's get into the other one, that is authority. So basically authority is what is the authority of that particular local business in the locality and online. This could be GMB reviews, because reviews speak for your authority, how famous you are, how great your service is, and all those necessary stuff. So GMB reviews again are very, very, very important factor for an SAB, because this is something that I would say it's a 30 or 40% of the rankings of your business listing, sometimes more. Okay, the next one is GMB photos and engagement. If people are clicking on your GMB photos and all those stuff, you cannot control the engagement part, but obviously you can upload more GMB photos, videos, actually shoot whenever you are going for a job, whatever you're doing in the job, shoot that and upload that photo, upload that video on your Google business profile. That's actually gonna help you. It's not only gonna help you in the SEO, but also people are gonna consider you more because you are more shown on Google. You're actually being noticed. That's the second thing. Third, website ranking. Let's say your website is ranking for tree service Tulsa or whatever city you are in and whatever service you're providing. If your website is at the top, you will see somewhat push in the Google Maps as well, because the Google is actually trusting your brand, is actually trusting your business. That's the reason your website is on top, and this will help you in Google Maps too. The next one is website topical authority. I do have a great video on how you can increase topical authority and all those stuff for a local website, so make sure you check that out. But in a nutshell, what website topical authority is, let's say you are a garage or business, or you are a dentist, so make sure you are covering a lot of blog topics around your service. If you're a dentist, you got tons of service, right? Dental whitening, dental cleaning, Invisalign, and all those things. So what you can do is you can just ask your SEO to list all the questions that people might be searching around this particular service, and then you start creating blog posts on these. Whether you or the SEO team can hire a writer to do so, it's totally upon you and how your team is doing it. Okay, that's the thing. The next one is social profiles and activeness. If you're having social presence on Instagram, Facebook, X, and LinkedIn, and all those necessary platforms, Google actually knows that you are a brand. You are not just another local lead gen website, right? So that's the thing. It actually helps you establish a great foundation on Google. And again, Google actually checks these kinds of social platforms and actually index these URLs, right? So it's definitely great to have these as a foundational signal and establish a great brand. Okay, now let's come to relevance. How relevant is the search term for that particular business? Let's say people are searching for dental whitening, dental whitening Tulsa, right? And by any chance, I don't really recommend this, but by any chance, if I am having my business as XYZ dentist, then dental whitening Tulsa, if I'm by any chance I'm having that, you will see that my GMB will rank much higher for that term, regardless of how many reviews I have, because Google is considering that as more relevant than any other businesses. That actually happens a lot. Although again, there's a note, I don't really suggest any keyword stuffing in GMB because that can get you suspended, but I'm just giving you an example of how and what relevancy signal could be. Okay, again, so let me quickly list all of them. On-page signals, GMB name, GMB post, GMB categories, services, and backlink. Let me exactly show you what I mean. So if you see this, first of all, optimize the URL which is associated with the GMB. So if you check, you have a website section in GMB, right? So check this URL. Just check this URL and make sure you are having a great optimized content on this page, because Google actually checks this page a lot. Google pulls a lot of information from this page, so you want to make sure that this particular page is really good optimized for the main and other keywords. So if you see this, if let's say the primary keyword is tree service in Tulsa, Oklahoma, so if they have each one as this one, right, then there are tons of other terms, arborist, and these are entities, and tree service we offer in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and then all these services, commercial tree care, this is an H3, right? And yeah, this one is an H2, right? So this one is an H2, H3, then tree pruning and all these services listed, another H3, and another H3, another H3, and emergency tree service, another H3, right? So they have a really good optimized heading, right? They have structured, they have a really good structure. Heading 1 with a great optimized title, heading 2 with a great optimized title and primary keyword, heading 3 again, entities and titles and keywords. And if you see this, they have got a lot of entities in here. Okay, tree protection, tree inventories, insurance claims, and all these are actually something which is related to this industry, that is tree service. So there's also one video on my channel how you can do on-page optimization, so make sure you check that out, because in that video I show you how you can find much more entities for your business and for your niche, and you can utilize them for your content. That's certainly gonna help you. Okay, the next one, again, as I have covered, they have all these all these areas, neighborhoods, airports, and all these listed to help them increase the proximity and all. Okay, that's the thing. The next one is GMB name, post, categories, services. Okay, that's the fourth thing. Let's cover this thing, then we'll be covering the links. Okay, so let me show you just one thing. Okay, so if you see this, Elite Garage Door Repair, I have Garage Door Repair in the GMB name, and it's not like I'm keyword stuffing it. This is the actual legal name, right? So the thing is, if you have legal name and you have the service in the legal name, you can utilize that, and it's actually gonna help me, and it's actually gonna help you too. So if people search for Garage Door Repair knee, the chances are I will be on the top if every other factor is really correct and is at par. So that's the thing. The other one is GMB post. If you see, we have got tons of GMB posts here, right? At least 2 and 3 a week. So check how many GMB posts your competition are doing and make sure you do that. Mainly what you want to cover in the GMB post is what service you're providing and what areas you are covering. That's the second thing, right? The next one is description. Again, if you check the description, we have what services we are providing, in what area we are providing, and all those things. Now what I want to show you is category. Okay, it's super important to increase the relevancy. Make sure you are having all those categories, primary categories, secondary categories, and all those things in here. As I said, description, super important. And this service area, super important for an SAB. Write it here, write it now. This is super important. So these are some of the stuff that you can do. There's one more, that is services, right? Let me show you. So there's a section of edit services. Just go and add a lot of services there, right? Or add all of them, if you find them relevant. This actually helps. The next one is link. So when you're creating a backlink, make sure you do create some hyper local links too, and obviously some national ones too. So when you're creating link, make sure you are having some anchor text. Some of the anchor text are gonna be branded, some of them gonna be services plus city, those sort of stuff. So make sure you are diversifying the anchor text, and again, have some really good links, and those are gonna help you. So this was all about the video. Let me know how it was in the comments section. Bye bye.